Hello there, this is a video that is designed for those of you who want to trade the 1 hour time frame. Now, there are different time frames in the chart. So today I want to talk about the 1 hour time frame and one of the advantage that you will have trading the 1 hour time frame compared to the smaller time frame like the 5 minutes, the 1 minute, the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes, and anything lower than 1 hour time frame. All right. Now, there are a lot of discussions going on about different time frames, but this particular time frame has a lot of is a very popular time frame. It has a lot of advantage, the 1 hour time frame. So I'm going to be showing you some secrets about it. I'm going to be letting you see why it's important to actually look at into this 1 hour time frame as your trading time frame. That means your entering time frame. So when you are trading the 1 hour time frame, definitely you have to look at different time frames, okay, to do your top-down analysis. All right, now I'm going to move to the chart. All right, I'm going to show you this and how it is done. So if you are the first time following me on this video, watching my video, I want you to hit the like button, subscribe, because there's so many information I'm going to be bringing to you concerning analysis, technical analysis, because I'm mainly on the technical analysis side. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll see that most of the time I'm always doing technical analysis on the particular pair or chart. But today I want to be looking at the GJ, okay? So let's look at the GJ right now. We are on the GJ chart, 1 hour time frame. So one of the things you want to note when you are using the 1 hour time frame is this, is that when you enter a trade, if you use 1 hour to enter a trade, all right, your holding period is going to be longer. If you enter a trade here, for instance, your holding period is going to be longer. Look at this. This takes about 2 days. Almost 2 days for price to get to this level. All right, according to about 11, not up to 2 days, is because I spread it. Now if you check here, about 11 hours. All right, it took 11 hours for price to get to that level in the higher time frame. But if you go to the lower time frame, you will discover that price actually took almost the same time frame, almost the same time, but it was quicker if you had this move on the lower time frame. Let me show you 15 minutes, for instance. Look at the 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes, price moved from this particular level again. You see, price moved from that level to this level. 8 hours. That's what took price to get there. 8 hours. Now there were a lot of consolidations, a lot of pullback that you can see that would have made you to hop out of the trade if need be. But on the 1 hour time frame, you were able to find out that there was a straight move on the trend. There was a straight move on the market. You can see the fewer things that could hinder you was just around that zone. But if you see the price moving up from this angle to the upside, you see it's a clean upward movement that would have made you to hold on your trade irrespective of what was happening. So that's one of the advantages you find. But your holding period is very long. When I mean very long, it's not like a day trader, like normal day trader where you hold your trade for like few hours, like 1 hour, 2 hours. But this one you can't be talking about 5, 6, 8, 10 hours, depending on, even to days, even to 1 day, 2 days, 24 hours, 48 hours, like that. You can have trade be head on using the 1 hour time frame. Now that is one of those things you want to look at for. And why is it that important? Is because of those of you who may be having it difficult to trade in a lower time frame. So you want to look into this. That's number one. Then number two, you want to look at the relevance, okay, of the higher time frame. So the relevance of the higher time frame is when you are doing your top-down analysis. Your top-down analysis will be from the daily time frame. On this particular angle, you're looking at the daily time frame. So if you look at the daily time frame, you'll be able to find that price has been pushing up, is on the uptrend, and the uptrend just began. So that shows you that, oh, this is the direction of the market. So you go to the 4 hour time frame, which is actually now the current time frame of the 1 hour time frame. It's now the current time frame. So you see how price eventually push all the way up. It's still pushing up, pull back and push up. So here is a sign that price is still going to push up, because we can see that price right now just came out of a consolidation here, pull back, went into a mini consolidation and push up. So it's still going to go up. But the reality is the 1 hour time frame gives you the advantage of entering the trade so that you can catch these pips within a few days, like maximum 1 or 2, 3 days, depending on how long you want to hold. So you can actually maintain the daily 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame as the multiple time frame that you're going to use for your analysis, which is very good. Very, very good. So that's number 2 thing you want to look at for when you're trading the 1 hour time frame. Another thing is, I think I should explain this. Let me bring my face up so you see me. Now, another thing is this. When you are trading the 1 hour time frame, you need to pay attention to news. Okay? Just as you pay attention to news in the lower time frame, you can actually pay attention to news in this 1 hour time frame as well. It's very important to pay attention to news, because news will spike up. All right, once you have a spike in the news, you should be able to see that spike happening in 1 hour time frame, not as massive as it would be in a lower time frame. Okay, but with a higher time frame, which is 1 hour time frame, you can still really take care of some news and avoid some news, not trading when those news are going to be released, which is very important as well. Now back to the chart. If you see this, for instance, this was a news. This was a movement on GJ that happened on Friday, on Thursday, on the news. This movement, all right, but it was already on the resistance level. So definitely, I already predicted this. For those of you in my Telegram group, you saw that I predicted this move to the downside. This was my plan B. I had a plan A from here to the upside, and then obviously I had a resistance there, support level. That was a resistance level that price hit and then dropped from there, which obviously many of you saw on GU. I did it on GU. So it was the same move that happened on GU on this. So, but what I'm trying to say is news can actually have an impact. You see, news. This is news and impact. So it can actually have an impact. You pay attention to news. Okay. But not all markets. Another thing you want to look at for is that when trading the 1 hour time frame, not all market is suitable for it. In other words, there are some pairs that you cannot trade with this market. They are called the exotic pairs. Those exotic pairs, you can't use the 1 hour time frame. For instance, the spread is high, and a lot of times you'll be the movement is very slow, and again you can't trade the 1 hour with stocks. Trading stocks, all of those the stocks market, and you want to trade any stock, you can't trade in 1 hour because the holding time supposed to be longer. Why? Because of the movement of that particular market that you want to trade. So the 1 hour time frame is not actually good for all markets. So you need to know. But when you're trading the currency pairs, it is top notch. I mean, the currency pairs are good for it. You can trade it with the currency pairs because of the volatility, because of the movement. Price move very fast in the currency pairs. So very important to understand that. All right. So who is actually this 1 hour time frame for? This is the key. This is the secret. Who is the 1 hour time frame for? All right. To trade the 1 hour time frame, who is it for? Number one, if you are a part-time worker, you work part-time, okay, then you can trade the 1 hour time frame. Why? Because you can still work and trade. That's what that means. You will still have some few hours to check your chart. But if you're a full-time worker, it's going to be very hard depending on the place of work where you live for you to be checked, because each candle on the 1 hour time frame, let me go back to the screen. Each candle on the 1 hour time frame prints in 1 hour. So it's going to be very difficult for you to come and be checking your phones or checking your, it depends on the company you work for, to be checking your phones on where price is and how you're going to get into a trade or get out or whatever it is. So it's going to be very difficult most times for you to be checking your phone regularly while you're at work, right? So if you do some part-time job, like few hours, that's what I mean by part-time. You do few hours job, okay, like 4 hours job, 5 hours job, or even less than that, or you don't work all the week, you work maybe weekends, you work maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. Yeah, you can trade this particular 1 hour time frame. Then part-time student as well. Part-time student normally go to study within evenings, or probably they will study within weekends. So part-time student can actually take advantage of this 1 hour time frame to trade, and they can learn some of the ropes and analysis involved in trading the 1 hour time frame. Very important. And then lastly, the full-time student. The full-time student as well can trade this 1 hour time frame. Why? Because it's school, right? Most of the time the lectures are done once in a while, and then when the lectures comes in, you probably, before the lecture start, you have entered your trade. Maybe after 1 hour or 2 hours, you have a time to go on break, then you can check your phone. It happens. Sometimes lectures last for 1 hour, or even more. If it's too much, you have 2 hours at a stretch, which it rarely happens these days. So depending on the curriculum that you're dealing with in your school. But the reality is, if you're a full-time student, you can still trade the 1 hour time frame. But this time you'll be able to manage your study and also trade at the same time, not getting to be on the chart 24/7 like you do on a lower time frame. Let me show you something what I mean. If you are on the 15 minutes time frame, for instance, trading there, you definitely want to be on your phone. You definitely want to be on the chart, because of the price moving quickly. Price move quickly. It instantly moves quickly. Price move quickly, and you definitely want to be on your chart. You want to be on the screen. You want to be looking at what is going on, and every pullback is a concern to you as well. You're looking at every pullback, every drawdown. I mean, it's a major concern. So I trade those time frames. Okay, I trade the 1 hour, I trade the 15 minutes, I trade the 30 minutes. I can trade all of those time frame. Why? Because I understand whenever I'm busy, if I know I'm not gonna be on the chart, I'll switch in between these time frames, because I understand how it works. That's why I'm sharing some of these thoughts with you guys today. So if you want to trade the 1 hour time frame, this is a recap I want to give to you. First, the first thing you want to understand that you can, the 1 hour time frame allow you to hold your trades from a few hours to a couple of days, maybe maximum 3 days or 4 days, or even 1 week. Within just 1 week, the trading week, you can hold a trade depending on where. For instance, you're buying from support to resistance, you're buying from resistance, or you're selling from resistance to support. So it could take some time for that movement to happen, because you're talking about targeting higher pips, like 100 pips a minimum, 150, 200 pips, like that. So all of those things happen, so you hold longer. Then number two, you will have to focus on the relevant time frame that is suitable for 1 hour, which is daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour. So daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour. Those are the time frame. You can walk in between the 4 hour and 12 hours. You can walk in between the 4 hours and 6 hours. You can walk in between the 4 hours and 8 hours, depending on what you choose. But anything higher than one daily time frame, you don't want to go into that, because that would be for position traders, and that would be for long-term trade. Okay, very important. Then number 3 thing you want to look at for is that we talked about news. News matters a lot. Pay attention to news. News matters a lot in 1 hour time frame, but it's not that much of a deal compared to when you're trading a smaller time frame, like 1 minute, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes, all those kind of time frames. All right, very important. So yeah. And I said not all markets that is suitable for the 1 hour time frame. Not all market, but the forex market, where you have the currency pairs, is suitable for the 1 hour time frame to be traded upon. And you can have some clean setup given to you in the 1 hour time frame as well. So I already said who the time frame is for. So if you're a student, you're a part-time student, you're a full-time student, this is a time frame that you need to focus on. If you are a part-time worker, this is a time frame you want to focus on. But if you're a full-time worker, then you don't need this time frame. You need to find a position trade. You have to become a position trader to be able to use those time frame, depending on when you're free. But those of you who are not working, you are not a student, and you have all the time in the world, you can actually maneuver yourself within the smaller time frame, and then use all of the opportunities and time time that you have to trade in the lower time frame. And that, my friend, is the video I wanted to talk to you about, this 1 hour time frame and the secret of trading it. So I'm going to be sharing more videos on how to analyze, do your analysis on the 1 hour time frame, and then how to get into your trade on the 1 hour time frame. All of these videos will be coming up. I want you to leave a comment on the comment section of this video if you want such videos to be sent to you, or you want me to do analysis on those videos. Leave your comments on the comment section as well. Whatever question you may have, leave your comment in the comment section as well. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed to our channel, and also follow us on a free Telegram group. We are making some massive moves right there. So I want you to join us. It's a free Telegram group where you have analysis sent to you every trading day, and you'll be able to follow those analysis and have a beautiful trade. All right. So again, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Until then, have a very beautiful trading week coming. Bye for now, guys.